This is the best reggaeton bass ever. What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another video, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create an industry reggaeton beat in FL Studio. And this video is also sponsored by Unison, and today I'm going to show you their new Zen Master plugin, which is an amazing effects plugin. So let's get started with the tutorial. So in this case, let's create a beat a little bit more down tempo, so let's say 97 BPM. Random. And right now I'm going to start off with a guitar. And there are some new amazing guitars in Contact 7, which is the Mint guitar, the electric Mint. And right now let's pick the melody bank. So this is the guitar. Sounds really wide and spacious. So I'm going to create this beat in A minor natural. So let's start off with A. So I just came up with this at random. And now let's clone this one. So I'm going to create two separate guitar melody layers so I can both tweak them, because I don't want those low frequencies to be too present when playing this melody. So let's create something on top. That sounds really cool. So as simple as it is, and then we're going to move from E one note down to D. And then let's pick this next section right here. And then make sure this one fits the scale. So adjust it to B. This one is off, as you can hear, so let's say E. Then we're gonna make this one repeat, so the first one. So let's start off with E again. And then let's say C, picks this one. A and G, so we're basically reusing the notes from this one. And then we're going to reuse this one. So let's start off with E again. Then we're going to use G. So we're going to create kind of an inversion of this one. And in this case, let's say we use... So now I've lowered down the velocity. As you can see, I've randomized it. And this lowers down the amount of high frequencies which you hear. So let's have a listen to the melody right now. So right now I've linked those layers to the master, and right now I'm going to use the Unison Zen Master. This is a new plugin from Unison, and it's 100% free with lifetime access. So make sure to check it out, the link is in the description. So the hypnosis button is just a retro effect which adds width to your signal, and the imbalance is basically a tape wobble. So imbalancing the signal or electrifying it, and this one adds a little bit of bit crushing, and the final button just adds that crackling sound to the beat, and the accent button just adds some spacious reverb, and they all sound pretty unique. And then we basically have a gain button, the mix of how much of this button is applied to the signal, and then we could also use this filter. So I think for a guitar we could use some vinyl, and we could use the hypnosis. A little bit of detune, a little bit of final crackle, that's it. And it's also pretty easy. If you want to use this preset, you could simply save it, and you could simply say, for example, guitar preset, and use it over and over again. And it's pretty easy to access it. So let's also add this one, 52%. Sounds pretty spacious and wide when adding this effect. So make sure to check this one out. The link is in the description, 100% free, and you will have lifetime access to this plugin. And I'm also removing some low frequencies from the lower guitar notes, because I think it was a little bit too much. So now I want to add a simple pluck. So again, I'm going to use Serum, which is an amazing plugin, by the way. And let's search for a simple pluck. So I found this one. So let's adjust the cutoff. So right now it sounds way softer. And right now let's create a simple pluck melody. So let's start off from E. That sounds really cool and still so simple. So let's duplicate it. All right, here I want to switch it up. So from B, half an octave higher is E. So again, we're starting off right here. And then we just draw within the next note available in the scale. So I've made some tiny tweaks to this melody. Right now it sounds like this. That's it. Maybe it just sounds a little bit too sharp. I'm removing the high frequencies using an EQ. And then again, let's use the Zen Master. Let's scroll through some presets. This one sounds amazing. So right now it sounds like the Pluck is underwater, kind of that effect, which is often used in reggaeton. And right now let's pick a deep and full bass sound. So I haven't used this plugin in a while, so I should use this more often. But Omnisphere is an amazing plugin again. And then let's say, oh, then I found this bass preset. Simply let's follow the root notes from our guitar. That's it, still very simple, but now I'm thinking about adding another plucky melody. So let's say I'm gonna add a harp, and I found one recently in the Mini Freak. So let's use this one, and let's start off with the root note. And it should follow something like this. So let's say something like this. I'm gonna add a little bit more reverb. And right now it's still missing some orchestral elements. So let's add context 7 and let's see what we can find. Something like a string. Strings, let's say the modern ensemble. So I came up with this melody. And right now this also needs a lot of tweaking. So I used another preset, the Strings Pro 2, and they just sound way much better. And then let's add some white reverb. So again, that's it. And I think right now it's time to add the drums. So right now let's open up the Mirror Reggaeton sample pack. If you want to check out the drums which I'm going to use in this tutorial, make sure to check out the link in the description. And there is also a free preview available, which you can download for free on my website. Make sure to check it out and just take a look and try the drum kit. So let's pick a kick. So I like this one. And right now let's pick some snares. So I'm going to use multiple percussions in this beat. So let's use this one. So this is the kick rhythm. And right now let's draw in the snare, following that typical reggaeton rhythm. Like this. So without making any adjustments, the drum sounds so good. And then if you want to spice up the drums even more, you can layer a head with the kick. So this head is perfect. Just copy it over and then adjust the volume. Just spices it up even more. Then we're gonna add another snare. So let's use snare 33 and just copy over the exact same rhythm. That's it, that will be our second snare, and the first snare will be the main snare. And right now, let's add the bass line. So I'm gonna use Serum again, and we're gonna create a bass from scratch. So I'm gonna use this analog sine, and we're gonna layer it with a second one. So pitch this one down 1 octave lower. Then we're gonna add a little bit of distortion. That's it. Then let's link this one to the mixer. Let's remove the high frequencies. Simply link these elements to the mixer. And then we're gonna sidechain the kick to the bass. So sidechain to this track. And I'm gonna use a Kickstarter 2. Open up settings, open up warp settings. And then we're gonna select processing, sidechain left, right, and select the kick. And then we're gonna select audio. And now the bass is sidechained to the kick. I'm gonna use a high sidechain. Like this. And now it comes to the fun part. Let's draw in the sub. I'm going to start off with the root note, of course. So this is A. I'm just gonna follow the root notes, so just draw them in like this. I'm gonna use 3/4 of one step, otherwise the bass is just too long. But you can easily, to make it sound a little bit more fluent, you could add some release right here. Until it just sounds good. So I've added some more notes to add a little bit more rhythm. So right now it sounds like this. So right now we're gonna simply just split by track and then drag them into the arrangement. So let's create a quick arrangement before I finish the beat. So this is the main drum pattern. So just copy it like this. And in this case, I just want to start off with, let's say, in 16-bar intro, which will be the guitar and the bass is coming in right here. And I want to make sure a new element is coming in every 4 bars. So first we just have the guitar playing, then the plug is coming in. And right here, I want to add this Harp. So let's remove the guitar right here. So it sounds like this. Then the plug is coming in. And then I want to give the Harp some room. So we have 8 bars like this. And then the drums are coming in. So I'm basically doing this. This is the main drum 23, and this one is playing for 4 bars, and then the other one is coming in, so like this. First let's duplicate this one. So first we have just basically this one, which is playing, and then it's switching up to this one. And this way you keep the arrangement interesting, something which is applied to a lot of reggaeton beats. So I've worked on this beat for I think over an hour, and right now it's near to finishing it. So right now let's have a listen. I've added some more drum loops, I've added some new elements from a new upcoming reggaeton producer bundle. So I'm really looking forward to releasing this one. But first, let's listen to this result. Also added some side chaining to the guitar. Simple using the Kickstart plugin. So I have some bongos playing. One of the new spacious drum loops, loop 9. And I've also added this Fox sample from Splice. Drum switching up, layering with another head loop, just layering multiple percussive layers. Sounds mad, this one. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave it a thumbs up if you did. Also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely go and make sure to check out the Unison Zen Master. The link is also in the description, 100% free. And if you're interested in the drums which I've used, make sure to check the Mirror Reggaeton Producer Kit. And with all this being said, I hope you have a great day, create some awesome beats, and see you in the next video.